Hi, this is Shamrani from Providence Life Design. This video is to supplement a video that I did for my YouTube channel. It's much too long for me to put here on IG, nonetheless that it still needs to be here. So I'm going to try my very best to get right into it because things are quite limited with timing for things to be put up. So the video is called the Healthy Installer Contractor Tips. Okay, and it is a video. Please do your best. Pass it along to people that you think will benefit from it. It has a lot of helpful information, and it's very basic things that people can start doing today. They could do tomorrow morning, but it's just really going to improve the quality of life. This is for gentlemen and labor personnel that do things that are like personally laborious and strenuous, right? So if you lay flooring, if that person lays flooring, if they hang drywall, if they patch up drywall, if they're moving into crawl spaces, if they're a plumber, if they're a roofer, if they are a painter, okay, handyman. This is for anyone that is in the industry of maintaining and renovating homes. Okay, it has two major points. Once we get past those 2 points, then you've gotten the gist of what the video is for. There is going to be additional information because they're great things that I use, that I sell. They're available in the description of my profile here on Instagram. It's a blue link. It'll say shop now or something like that, and it'll say Providence Life Design, and that is for like some great products that I think will be really helpful health-wise. So I'm going to get right into it. The 2 things that I think are really important for everyone to do, men and women, is get yourself a toilet stool. A brand name is Squatty Potty for one of them. They are, many different companies carry them. They're made out of wood. They're made out of plastic, white plastics, black plastics, foldable legs, so they could be movable, portable, fixed wooden ones, fixed plastic ones, something that stays stationary inside of your bathroom, and then it can just be slid further underneath the toilet bowl once you're done with it. I think toilet stools are really, really, really important. I myself, I've been using one probably for about 5-6 years or so. I want to say, I don't know if it was before I started making children or not, but I've been using one for a while. I've had quite a few. I even know what to do in a crunch if I'm someplace and I'm not at home and I need something similar, which I'll give you that tip as well in this video, hopefully, if time permits. So you can get them at Bed Bath & Beyond, Walmart, any of the big box stores. They are really, really helpful to have. You can buy it online, Amazon. You can go onto these where you can put in Squatty Potty in URL and something else is going to come up. Something will come up where you can purchase them. They are quite affordable. I think probably the least expensive one you can get is going to be somewhere around $20. Maybe Walmart might have one that's a little less than that. They might. So it's something that if you shop around for it or you get it, you can get it quickly, okay? You can go into a store and buy one, or you can order it online, all right? That's the first thing. That is really important. It aligns your colon. It aligns your track. So when you start your day, you sit down, or later in the day and you're sitting down on the throne, the ease. There is no straining. It is something that when it is ready to happen, everything that's not supposed to be in there will come out. This is not the prettiest conversation. The second thing that I want to advise you on is drinking enough water. I highly recommend, this is a conversation, if you and I have been in close contact and you've made any kind of complaint to me about something going on with your body, you're like, oh, this is familiar. I have asked you about your water intake. Water is very important. The human body is made up of more than 70% water. Our colons, for it to even, for our bowels to move, that means it is pulling water from your system for it to pass anything that is in there. I sell a product in my store there. It is called the ISO T. That tea is so wonderful. That tea is going to help you. If you order it and you're waiting for your shipment to come in, then you're going to do this first part, what I'm telling you about is starting your day with a large amount of room temperature water. I personally recommend that you keep it, especially if you're not disciplined enough or you want to build the discipline of it, you want to have it by your bedside, not refrigerated. If you're an average sized person, the quantity is about like 2 times the amount of those basic water bottle sizes. I think those water bottles come with about 16 ounces or 12 ounces of water or something like that. You want to start with 2 of those. That's what you're drinking in one sitting. Sit down, drink it. As soon as you wake up, let that be the first thing you consume, okay? If you're a bigger guy, you're one of the NFL guys, you're athletic, you're just a big guy and you sweat a lot during the day, you probably want to start your day with about 4 of those. What you can also do is get yourself some kind of pitcher or some kind of larger water bottle, something that is holding, 32 ounces of water for you to consume first thing in the morning. I cannot tell you how it is life-changing. As grown as we are, we all know people that afternoon, midday, unless they had a soda or something with their little sandwich or whatever it is that they had for lunch, many people, it could be 1 o'clock in the afternoon and they haven't had any water to drink. I'm always blown away by that. I mean, that even lends to like people getting sick with the flu, but I'm not a doctor, so I'm not here how to advise you how to avoid the flu and all of that. I just don't believe, I just believe that everything comes from somewhere. Okay, so the squatty potty, get yourself one. Toilet bench, get yourself one. Toilet stool, get yourself one. Second thing, start your day with a large amount of room temperature water. It is going to change your life. This is the stuff that people don't realize. Like your colon is about your whole digestive situation there. It's about the length of your height. So if you're a big guy, you're 6 feet. When you have the belly that is protruding, we're not saying that you necessarily have to have a 6 or an 8 pack or whatever the guys, the gym guys are toting around. We're not saying that. We're talking about that protruding round belly. That is old fecal matter. This, you need to get it out of your system and you need to get it out of your life, and a lot of it is old. And I assure you that if you start with these practices, I'm telling you, get yourself a toilet stool, you're drinking a lot, consuming a large amount of room temperature water the first thing in the day. Then also in the store where you can get the teas, the ISO tea, there's even garments that you can get. Like there are things that you can get to keep this midsection together. You start doing all of that, you are going to be a different human being in 6 months, less than that. If you're a woman, because women, we tend to carry more weight, like in our shoulders sometimes, right? When we're getting up in there in age, and then our hips. And all of that, right? All it takes is for me to miss out on the gym for 2-3 weeks or something like that. And my hips are just as broad as I don't know what to say, right? So that's where we tend to carry the weight. But that midsection, that belly, that is not good for us to have that stiff stomach where it is round and it is in front of us. That is the stuff that makes it hard for you to get on the ground, to do your plumbing, look under cabinets, crawl into crawl spaces, climb up ladders, look and see what a female homeowner is telling you. Well, look, I see such and such. And he's like, what? Look, they don't even want to get on the ground. Why? Because it is going to be a challenge for them to get themselves up. Some of them, it's not so much the joints, it's the belly. We have to get rid of the belly. We must. We must think about ourselves. Think about how our bodies move. How can we feel more free when we're moving about, right? So I have those products. That is there. It is in my shop right there at the top of my profile. It says shop.totallifechanges.com. Okay, if you're familiar with like Stormy Wellington and all of that, these are the products. These products work. I've brewed them for people. Okay, the teas, the liquid multivitamin. I will never forget. I was pregnant. I was back home in my country, and the sun can just really drain you. And that liquid multivitamin, there was times I felt like it saved my life. Right? My iron could be low, whatever, because I was in a rural place. It saved my life. You drink yourself a half capful of that or a tablespoon of that twice a day or once a day, you're going to start feeling just like Superwoman or Superman. It is just going to be life changing. So you got to take multivitamins. You need to make sure that you're defecating and removing waste from your system. You may need to take up having a colonic, but until you could get to that place mentally where you think it's okay to go and get a colonic, just go and buy the tea. My shop, Total Life Changes. Go and get yourself the NutriBurst, the liquid multivitamin. This stuff is gonna change your life. Okay, I've even done videos about it before. They're here on my IG. They're here on my Instagram, where I have like a little pink dress, and I'm showing you guys how slim my stomach is and all of that. I have had 2 children. One I had, this is personal. Maybe I don't even need to share it. But I've had 2 children. I've had 2 sons. I've nursed 2 boys. Okay. I had healthy pregnancies, and I'm gonna tell you something. That I had healthy pregnancies, but I had troubles during my pregnancies. Okay, and it is so important for you to be able to take care of yourself. All right, for you to not even look like what you've been through. That's something that I thank God Alua for every day. Alua every single day. I thank God for that. That I do not look like what I have been through, because you have to take care of you. Drink your water. Make sure that you're feeling like a new person. Get your exercise in. You know, if you're not going to do the aerobics, maybe get yourself into a yoga class. Listen, I went to Equinox's yoga. I even went to a Pilates class at Equinox. I promise you that I felt like I lifted weights for 4 days straight without stopping. Like, maybe you don't need to take such an intense yoga class, right? But I say that to say is that something that can seem as low stress on the body, such as yoga, can be so strengthening for you. It just, all this exercise and water intake and wanting to do cardio and keeping yourself beautiful, that is what is going to encourage you for you to keep going down that path of allowing your body to perform at its best. As best as it can at that time, okay? I know it's not easy when you have little ones and stuff like that, but what you can do is you can drink 24 ounces of water first thing in the morning, room temperature by your bedside. It's going to change your life. It is going to start taking you mentally to a place where you're going to want to do other things that are good for you, okay? So please share this video. Share this with other, labor professionals, people, your dad, whoever. You see the stomach is getting a little too big. Let's work on that, guys. Let's work on that. Because one thing I don't like, me personally, and I've said this before, like, I don't mind talking to, meeting a nice older gentleman, right? I'm okay with that. You don't want young and crazy all the time, right? But what I really like is I like an older man that takes care of himself. Like, that's my goal. Like, whoever my old man is going to be, like, he is just still getting it. Like, he's just looking hot all the time. Why not? Like, why can't we have this quality of life, right? Let's drink more water, guys. Let's not let 11 and 12 noon come and we haven't had a proper drink of water. Drink water throughout the day. But that beginning part, that when you first wake up, that's important, because some people have still like about an hour and a half before they leave their house. And I promise you, if you start your day with 32 ounces, 30 ounces of water, 26 ounces of water, first thing in the morning, whatever is in your system that shouldn't be in your system, it's going to be out before you leave your house for the day. Okay? Feel free to stop by my shop.totallifechanges.com, Providence Life Design link. Use that link, go through. If you have any questions about any of the products, feel free to DM me, call me if you have a question. I think it's just going to be so helpful, right? Because we're getting older, guys, right? I have grown women friends, and my grown women friends are hot. They are hot to try. I got my uncles and guys I used to like, who's that lady in the picture? Who's that? That's a grown-ass woman that drinks her water and takes care of herself. That's who that is. Have you drank water today? You want to know what's going on with that beautiful woman. It takes effort to look good, guys. It does. It does. All right. This is Shamrondi from Providence Life Design. Life Design, right? It is all intertwined. I love you. Have a colorful day. Stay blessed.